Welcome back. In today's class, let's learn how to make the wardrobe construction. Okay, so the image what we see on the screen right now, it shows like it's a sliding door. Okay, and we have three doors here. So let's understand how exactly we can make this construction. So for this, let's follow certain rules like what could be the dimensions. Okay, so as we have three doors, that means inside there will be three cabinets. Okay, so three tall cabinets in an actual language we call it as. So let's make a wall condition. So I'll make a finished wall condition. Finished is nothing but on both the sides the walls are continuous. Okay, that means I'm not giving any predefined value for that. So let's make a wall with around like 10 feet. Okay, so 10 feet wall I'm taking. So let's first start with the 10 feet wall. So I'm trying to give the rectangle and give the height approximately 10 feet and try to make it as a group. So I'm making a group here. Now exactly at the center I'm gonna take a node point. Okay, so why do I do like this is like, first of all, you have to understand what is the first unit that you're gonna do. So at the center I'm placing so that it becomes easier for me to copy it. Okay, so now let's say the standard values of any cabinet construction is like 36 inches is the standard width that we are going to follow. Depth will be 24 inches and height here let's follow with 7 feet height. Okay, so now if I make one unit, that means one wardrobe, then I can make a copy. So first of all, let's come back and follow the panel based construction. Okay, not the box construction. So now let's give like around each cabinet should be around 30 inches. Let's see. So standard we follow 36 inches because we have three units here. So I would like to take 30 inches each. So I'll take 15 inches from the center on either sides. So now what could be the base? So let's take the base as a 4 inches. Here they do not show the base, but we are going to show the base here because the base has been covered. Okay, so let's say, but we'll follow a standard base of 4 inches. Now let's make a base REC. Okay, so now here I'm starting from the floor. So let's take a base of around like 22 inches. Okay, 22 or 21 you can take, because as we know we maintain a toe kick space from the door. So yeah, next what am I going to do is like create the panels. Okay, so let me give the panel thickness as 3 by 4, and from the floor, as we know, it should be 7 feet. So given height of 7 feet including the base. So now let's give rectangle. Okay, because I would like to create the panels and I'm telling everything from the sketch. And so let's give the side panel as 23.25. Okay, because we also have to make the door. So I'm giving the value excluding the door dimension. So I'm going to make a copy from this corner to here, and then again we'll try to make a top panel and bottom panel. So instead of using the side panels because they are too long, so I'm using this panel separately. I'm creating it. Okay, so let's align it and create a group. Now just make a copy and select the bottom node point because you're placing on the bottom part. So it's always better to understand which node point you're gonna select it. Okay, so now my panels are done, but we haven't done our back panel. So make your back panel again, giving 3 by 4 inches, 3 by 4, and again make it as a group. Now it's done. Let's make the door now. Okay, so let's make a door here. From the center, try to develop a center. Okay, so we know that we have given this as 30 inches, so try to keep it at the center. And I'm not giving any shelves right now, we'll do it later on. Let's try to first understand how to give the construction. Okay, when I make a component, we'll do that. So first of all, let us just create a rectangle for this, and again I'm gonna give 3 by 4 inches as a thickness. Okay, so now because if you observe the image, okay, this one is a single door, there are three sliding doors. So I'm gonna come back, and here let us make up to this point. Now make it as a group. Okay, now let me move this one from here to here. Okay, now it's exactly at the center. What we are going to do is, there is a pattern which is followed in this drawing. If you just see on the image, okay, from the floor at a certain height there is a grooving, horizontal and vertical groovings are there. So let's try to create the same grooving. So we'll try to match an height of around, like, from the floor at an height of 30 inches. Okay, let's try to create this groove. So come back to your model, and from the floor, as I said, so this already covers 4 inches. So from here I'm gonna give how much? 26 inches I have to give, because already 4 inches is covered on the floor. So now let us give 26, enter. Now what am I going to do is, from the center, okay, let's give 3 inches on either sides, because there is a pattern that we are going to follow. This pattern I'm talking about. Now the next thing is, if you observe, there is this groove which is available vertically. So how much height am I going to give? So the horizontal dimension, whatever I have given the spacing, I would like to give the same here also. That means 6 inches I have given here. So let's follow 6 inches or up to 9 inches max. Okay, so let us come back to our model. So here if I give 6 inches, you observe till where it is going. So 6 inches is more than enough. Okay, if you want, you can reduce it as well, your wish. If not, if you feel like it is too close from the floor, then try to select it. Okay, from here let us try to move to another 6 inches. Okay, now let's come back, and here as we have to create a groove, so now let's talk about it. How exactly am I going to give? The 6 inches is available from the center, again I have to give. So first let's give 2 inches or 1.5 inches only at this location. So now let us come back to our model here, and from this let's give around 1.5 inches. Okay, so just to remove a material here, first of all, so we have to understand that we need to remove a material. So from this corner to this corner remove a material, and from this corner to this corner we have to remove a material. So now just to remove this part and also go back to your model, so you have to horizontally and vertically remove your material. So now let's do one thing, just delete it. Okay, so let's delete this section, and vertically as well, from this corner to this corner we have to remove the material. So just remove this very clearly from the corners, and you see the shape has been clearly created exactly the way which is there on this image. Just zoom out and try to see. So you have this T shape, okay, extending on the bottom as well. So we try to create exactly the same resemblance. And what are we going to do? Just remove the material, push inside with half inch. Okay, half inch, 0.5 is the value. Now it's done. Okay, now once it is done, just simply what you have to do is, like, make a group. Already it's created a group, that's fine. Now if you want, okay, you can create a simple layer. Okay, layer here, because you would like to apply the material. So if you want, you can just select the face and apply. There are two ways. So we'll try to discuss this material section in the coming classes as well. For now, let's just create it as a simple 1/8 inches layer condition. Okay, so exactly follow the track what you have at this location, and just go and make sure that you zoom it and try to select the corners, because if not the face will not be created. So we are almost close to it, so we are selecting the edge points. If you observe, so edge points are the most important part, and it is very difficult sometimes to select it if the dimensions are too small in SketchUp. Okay, this is the reason sometimes it becomes very difficult to select the points and create your layer. So now you see your face is done. Now I'm going to give just a small thickness, that is 1/8. 1/8 is more than enough for now. Okay, so now again we are going to make a group. Now to show you the difference, okay, I'm going to go to the material section. In the material section I would like to apply some color. I'm not going to give some material right away. So if you want, you can go. So let's go to the wood and select any of the material that you wish to. Okay, or else this one, if you want to make it too close to your drawing, Now, yeah, this is how you're gonna do it. Now, simply just select them, select all the lines that you have and delete it. Okay. Now, just come back to the image that you have. Now, simply what we are going to do is, because we need to create another two units, okay, come back to your model and just make a copy, or else make it as a group as well. Okay. So now I'll make a component because already they are grouped. So I'll make as n unit 1. Okay, just I'll give some name and create it. Now just make a copy and place it one beside the other. Okay, now I can make a copy and place it. Observe, always the node point should be correct to place your objects. Now the base will be always constant. Okay, so what am I going to do is, like, I'll just edit the center one. I'll try to explode it. Okay, and the other one I'll try to edit component and I'll remove the base. Okay, I'll tell you the reason why. Okay, come on. Now there is a reason why I did, because there should be only a single base running from first unit to the last unit. Separate base unit we generally do not provide. So this is my single unit. Now the next thing why I wantedly made exploded this one is because here the door dimension will change now. The door positioning will change. So what happens here is, like, this door will be little bit front because this is a sliding door. There will be tracks on the bottom. Right now we are not focusing on the tracks and those technical construction. We are just mainly focused on how exactly are we making the exact modeling with reference to our images which are available. So now let us also try to make the face which we have created on the door, the grooving part, and also the door as a single component. Okay, let's make that component as well, door one, and just click on create and just move them. Okay, move them here, something like this. And there is one more thumb rule that you have to follow. This door dimension, try to give little extra. Okay, I'll give 1 inch extra on each side. So select the face and here additional 1 inches, and the other side also follow the same condition. So this is the only thing that you have to remember, because you're trying to create a sliding condition. That is the reason we are following this rule. So I am giving 1 inch extra on either sides, and when you look into it, okay, the front one will be little larger in size, okay, little bit only, and the difference will be clearly noted. And this is how you're going to make your model, and we'll talk about how exactly we can apply the same finishes in the coming sessions as well. Okay, so just have some small practice, try to understand what is the strategy. And there is one thing which we have missed here. Okay, just observe it here. We couldn't exactly match the dimension because we have increased the door dimension, but the face dimension is not adjusted. So I'll just adjust it right away. Okay, that's fine. And there is some extra line it has been created. Okay, that's fine. So this is how it's done. Okay, so just have a practice. If you have any questions, you can always reach us, and practice always makes you a pro modeler. So you can be a 3D artist as well. No issues in that. Just follow the instructions which has been given. So we'll come back with more similar hacks and more different types of modeling tricks as well. Thank you so much for watching.